He black. And we black. We back. Hold on. I be tripping, bro. And we back. Yeah. And we back. Cause he black. And he black. And he black. Cause we back. Yo. What's good, everybody? It's your man CJ Kyles checking in once again, back with another show. Yeah, I've been grinding this week. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I am not gonna lie to y'all. I have been grinding this week. Your man has been straight grinding this week. And that's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. I've been grinding this week, putting in the work, doing what I'm supposed to do. And I got a little bit of time before it's time for me to head into the 9 to 5 gig. But saw an interesting video today that I wanted to do a deep dive on. But before we get into that, I would like to say, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here, my name is CJ Kyles, aka the High Value Nurse. I'm a licensed practical nurse. I talk about nursing most of the time on this channel, but every now and then we do shows like this where we talk about different things. And today is one of those different things. So please do me a favor, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and please leave a comment in the comment section and let me know your thoughts after you watch the show. No matter when you're watching it, where you're watching it, just let me know what you think. You dig? So today's show, I saw a very good video today. Very good. And I want to give a shout out to the Daily Wrap Up crew. Their YouTube channel, they just hosted a panel over there. And the official title of the show or the clip is called, everybody want to call me when I'm live. Phone won't ringing all day. As soon as I go live, everybody want to call. But the official title of the clip is called Women Are Responsible for a Lot of Hurt in Black Men. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's still a good clip nonetheless. I know I was just singing it. We black and we back. What's up, Danny D? What's going on? We back because we black. But we gonna get into this today. And I might even do well, never mind. I thought it was like a part 2. But it's a good video nonetheless. It's a good video nonetheless. It's a group of sisters. It's 3 sisters and 3 gentlemen. They're talking. And they're pretty much saying their grievances towards one another and what they feel needs to be fixed and what they feel is wrong and everything like that. And I'm not going to spoil the video because I'm actually going to get right into it. I'm just getting ready to share this joint. And it was just something that I wanted to touch on before I went to work. I don't plan on being here long today. What it do, Teddy G? Getting ready for our cruise is my guy. Hey, Teddy, bro. We got like March. We gonna have to do something before March. I know we on separate New Year's cruises, but we gonna have to do something before March, man. For real, for real. So holla at me when you get this, man, or whenever you see it. So yeah, we finna get into it. We finna get right into it. It's a reaction. Well, not really a reaction because I saw the video, but it's a good video. So let me grab my headphones. And it's interesting to say the least. You dig? Yeah, for sure. We definitely gotta talk. We definitely gotta talk. Okay. So let's get into it. Let me pause the Nurse Gang music. And we're gonna get into the video.
you have to understand that we're suppressed as women. The load that we carry as women is
black men ain't there with y'all.
Hold on, baby. Hold on.
All right.
Because y'all carry it too. Y'all forgotten. Black men are forgotten, but you have to remember we're dismantled as a race. Men and women, we've been dismantled. So some things come with that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all been ripped out of our household.
Now, I agree with her. As of here, I agree with what she's saying. Okay? I agree with what she's saying as of right here. So I'm going to continue to play the video. I don't think everything she's saying is wrong, but I highly disagree with some of the things she is saying. So up to here, I agree with her.
What do you think I'm supposed to do? What I could do is be strong. So when I meet you, I'm guarded. Everything, all my struggles, everything I've been through, when you meet me, that's what you meet me with. So are you gonna try to figure me out?
No, I'm not going to try to figure you out. And I'm not obligated to figure you out. And see, this is the thing. I agree that us as a people, we have a unique struggle, right? I believe we have a unique struggle as a people. And it's so crazy because 2 years ago, I was never a fan of therapy. I thought it was unnecessary. I thought paying a person to talk to about your problems that really didn't know you, I thought that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But now, since being in these spaces and these panels and everything like that, having these discussions, I realized that therapy is very much so needed. Because when you have not healed from a situation, you expect your partner or whoever you are with to be your unofficial therapist. You expect them to be your unofficial therapist. You expect them to deal, heal, and fix trauma that they may not even be qualified to deal with. I used to be a big, we can work it out, all that kind of stuff. But now I am a big advocate for therapy, especially us in the Black community, because what I will not do, I'm not going to meet you there. Okay. Just like I wouldn't expect a woman to meet me in the middle of my BS. It is my job as an adult to heal. It is my job as an adult to heal myself so I can be good for the next person that I am about to be with. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is not fair to the individual who had nothing to do with the trauma. I don't know why we get some sort of badge of honor in dealing with bull crap. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. It's crazy how your views can change in such a short time, because I promise you, had you asked me 1 year ago, was I for therapy? I would have been like, absolutely not. You can ask my lady. I'd be like, that's nonsense. That is truly nonsense. But after hearing these conversations, you dig? Yes, it's very necessary, because you cannot put that kind of burden. And yes, it is a burden. You cannot put that kind of burden on your partner, especially if you have a man like me, because I ain't going to deal with it. I got to deal with providing for this home. I got to deal with making sure I'm good and you good, so this don't fall. I'm not finna deal with no trauma that I did not help create. I'm not going to deal with it. That's your job as an adult. That's crazy. You know what happens when you don't deal with it and you trying to be somebody's therapist? You end up like Will and Jada. You dig? You end up in mess like that for the whole world to see. And I'm not going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for nobody. For nobody. That's craziness.
As the Black man who understands what Black women go through,
No.
you come with
Use
some
it
shit
against me.
Because that's what y'all just did.
I feel like it's flipped. I feel like men are sympathetic towards, certain black women situations, right?
No.
And then some women take advantage of that, and it's like when a guy cheats on a woman and she lets him cheat on him, he's gonna do it again. So when a man is sympathetic, and being patient, and that woman like, oh, fuck out my face. Those be the women. I know y'all know females that be having that.
That is true. There is, but it's
you could.
I wonder what she meant when she said, "You'll use it against me." Use what against you? And that's another thing too. Ladies, it's the same situation for you. Stop dealing with these broken dudes. You eventually have to be accountable for the choices that you make, especially when you are dealing with a partner and whatever relationship you decide to take place in. A lot of you women seek broken men on purpose, especially a lot of you professional women, a lot of you women who make a lot of money. A lot of y'all seek these cats on purpose. I really feel like a lot of y'all truly like to complain. I really feel like that. I feel like a lot of people enjoy. I feel like if they don't have nothing to complain about, for some reason, their life ain't complete. I really feel like some people just enjoy being in negativity. And I don't understand that. I'm not about that life. It's too much going on out here for me to sit up here and be in drama all day. We need to get that taken care of. You need to get that taken care of. It would not be fair for me as an individual to say, oh, you finna use my traumas against me or whatever I went through. You need to get it handled, honey. Yes. You need to get it handled. If you have not taken the time and see, that's the thing. Like, and so many people get so mad at, and I hate to keep saying, but so many people get so mad at Kevin Samuels for saying therapy. But now it makes sense. It does make sense. It is a lot of us out here going from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, and we have not addressed the traumas of the last 3 relationships. You need to go talk to somebody, because I'm going to tell you what. I'm not going to fix what the last man did to you. That is not my job. That is not my priority. That is not my burden. That is not my struggle. I'm not going to do it. You go talk to a professional about that before you even come talk to me. That's an unfair burden to put on a man, especially a black man. Especially a black man who out here getting it. I'm not going to deal with it. And black man, you don't have to deal with that either, because you already got your own problems. You got your own problems and your own issue. That's some BS. And I'm not going to let nobody guilt me into dealing with somebody who ain't taking care of themselves. You cannot save a person who don't want to save themselves, no matter how many hugs you give them, no matter how many kisses you give them, no matter how good you tell them they look every day, no matter how much you simp for them, no matter how many trips you take them on. If they don't love themselves, or they do not care enough about themselves to put in the work to fix themselves, then, ladies and gentlemen, it is nothing you can do to fix them. It's nothing you can do. And it's not fair that you expect that from me simply because I am a black man. No, absolutely not. I love us, but I'm not going to deal with the trauma because you won't heal. At some point, we have to take responsibilities as adults. If we don't pay our rent, we get thrown out. They don't care about your trauma. Ain't no black landlord across the country finna say, well, you know what? You got trauma. You can stay here another 6 months rent free. That's cap. It's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to happen.
You can meet a woman that could give you the same perspective. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, is the dismantlement of us. It goes right back to that. There's no way I could know how to be feminine when I've been robbed of the man that's supposed to give me my, at least cater to my femininity. Like as a woman, but I'm soft with
men
you.
As masculine creatures can't teach a woman how to be feminine.
No.
He is 100% right. He is 100% right. And I'm going to go back to something that my friend Japri said. A lot of these women want men to be their girlfriends. A man cannot teach you how to be feminine. A real man can't teach you how to be feminine. I can't show you how to be a feminine woman. I cannot do that. Just like you can't teach me how to be a masculine man. It makes no sense. And clearly in today's society, you can see how everything is all backwards and shifted because we've had too many cases of people trying to do that. No, I can't teach you how to be feminine. Absolutely not. You want us to be superheroes. Like literal superheroes to do it all. That's craziness. And people wonder why dudes ain't getting. Let me be quiet. Let me play the video.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You can't teach
the
us
way
how to be feminine, but you can handle me
better than a woman could.
Hear me out. I'm
no,
naturally
you can handle
feminine.
me.
I'm naturally feminine, right?
No, you're not.
Listen, as a woman, I'm supposed to be naturally
because you
feminine.
We gotta handle the world, and now we gotta come home and handle a woman, bro.
That's a whole fact. Gotta go out here, conquer. Gotta go out here, hunt, get it. 12, 16 hours a day. Got to go out here and do that. Then I got to come home and deal with the mess at home. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, especially men who have something going for themselves, they are not going to deal with that shit. I'm telling you now, they are not going to deal with it. I understand that there are situations to where things happen within relationships that you work through as a couple together. That I understand, but I'm not meeting you with the drama that another man placed on you. And the crazy thing is, when this situation is over, you'll go right back to the trauma. So whose fault is it then? Like, whose fault is it really then? And then when you go back to the trauma again and you get done with the trauma, and I'm not just talking about ladies, I'm talking about both parties. Then when you get done with the trauma, you'll go back to a new person. And then you'll be out here crying on social media and say, well, this person, these people don't understand me. These men ain't ish. These women ain't ish. I'm red pill now. All that stupid shit over and over again. It's crazy. Niggas is wilding, bro. Not me.
Yeah, so why do you want something to be by yourself?
So when we can date outside our race and be with women that's going to naturally be submissive?
Now, here's my issue with what he said. Here's my issue with what he said. He wants to date white women or women outside his race. That's just the point, because I would never throw that as a jab or as a argument. Why not date women outside my race? There are plenty of submissive, feminine, beautiful black women out here. And if you want to date outside your race, then date outside your race. That's your preference. But I'm not going to use that as an argument, okay? Because there are plenty of black men and black women who take care of themselves mentally and physically, who are ready to be in real relationships. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if you choose to date somebody outside your race, then so be it. That's just what you want to do. I don't care. That's your business. Who you lay in your bed with is who you lay in your bed with. But I don't agree with the fact that, well, I can just go be with another woman outside my race who's submissive. Just because listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Just because this woman ain't black, don't mean she's gonna submit to you. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. Just because this woman is not black does not mean she will submit to you just off GP. That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, I don't know where he got that from. I mean, he just sounds like a dude who just like dating women outside his race, which is cool. That's what he want to do. But yeah, let's get back into it.
We faced. Yeah. They haven't faced what we faced. So there's no way you could even compare the two. We struggle day in, day out as Black women, Black men.
I agree.
We struggle day in, day out.
I'm going to keep it real. I don't struggle. I'm going to keep it real. I don't struggle. I don't know what they talking about. I don't struggle, though. I'm going to tell you why I don't struggle, because I take care of myself. I take care of myself. I make myself a priority. If I'm off mentally, I'm going to do something to get my mental right. If I'm off physically, I'm going to do something to get my physical right. If it's too much drama, or not drama, but if work is getting too much, I'm going to step back. So I don't struggle. I don't know what she's talking about, but I don't struggle because I take care of myself. I put in the work. I'm learning how to eat right, eat better, so I can physically have a good body for the long run. I take my trip so my mental can be all right. And now I'm even thinking about just finding a nice therapist just to talk to, just to make sure my mental is all right, just to keep it on point. Make sure I don't have any hidden traumas. I'm open to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to that, but I take care of myself. Shoot. Let me see. Teddy G says, this is why as young children, both parents need to be in their children's lives as they grow up and become adults. I agree. Teddy says, yes, we all need that couch time after each life-changing event. Japri said, I agree, sir. Yes, taken, but when given back to the Black woman, choose otherwise. Ooh. Okay. Oh, yeah. We struggle day in and day out as Black men and women. That's that drama. Hold yourself accountable mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I agree with that. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Yeah, I get tired. Sometimes I don't get enough sleep and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be wanting to stay home and everything like that. Sometimes I don't be wanting to do the podcast or put in the work. But I don't struggle because I take care of myself. I know that if my star player ain't at his full potential or ain't running like he's supposed to be running, all this falls down. All this goes away. So it is very crucial that I put in the work to take care of myself. Let me see. Why do these niggas keep texting me, bro? While I'm trying to... She's talking about the Black struggle. You'll understand the struggle the first time a racist cop bothers you. Listen, again, I'm aware that what kind of system that we're in. I'm aware of that. But as far as domestic relationships and as far as taking care of myself, as far as the things that I can directly control, I don't struggle. Because I know how to take care of myself. Sure, I have bad days, but that's just a part of being a human being. That's a part of the human experience. But all this trauma, I'm not finna sit up here and put this woman through trauma and drama when she didn't do it. It wasn't her fault. You did? Let me get back into it.
Every time, even right now, this conversation we have, and we bumping heads because of the things that we went through and the different perspectives. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We have been dismantled. Understand that and realize that. Hold on, mm-hmm. It is our responsibility to do different and change certain things because we are in control of ourselves and what we, That's
her energy is crazy, bro. Her energy is crazy. But it is what it is, though. I see. I would be no good on this panel. I would literally just be sitting here. I'll be sitting here like this because I don't believe in sitting in drama. I don't believe in sitting in bad energy. A lot of people fester in bad energy and toxicity. I didn't grow up with that, right? So my outlook is a little bit different. And just because you did grow up with it, don't mean you should sit in it. It's not good for you. You end up in situations like this. I don't sit in drama. I don't sit in bad energy. I don't got time for that. I'm working 50, 60 hours a week. I got time for that mess. And that's another thing too. You know why a lot of you dudes is on the tip that you on? Y'all don't work enough. I'm gonna keep it so real. A lot of y'all niggas don't work enough. Y'all don't work enough. Y'all be so concerned with what your woman be doing when you ain't around. Player, you cannot control that. That's why a lot of y'all in situation, y'all don't work enough. You don't work enough. If you out here working 50, 60 hours a week, you can't worry about what that chick doing when you ain't around. You can't control that. You cannot control that. Only worry about the things you can control. Now, I will agree with something with shout out to John, who was on the CKQ podcast. He had broke it down because he had said something about men need to be out getting that bag. And at first, I didn't understand the perspective he was coming from because I thought he was saying that, well, they don't need to be at home with the children. But I agree 100%. Men need to be out there working. And I swear, if a lot of these niggas put in the work that they were supposed to put in, it will probably eliminate 30 to 40% of the problems. I'm going to keep it so real. A lot of you niggas be up under a woman all the time trying to see what she doing. Yeah, right. Lou talking about putting a tracker on her car. I don't got time. Listen, if I got to do all that, I don't need to be with her. If I got to do all that, I don't need to be with her. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. All right, it's too much money to make out here to be worried about that type of shit. If I got to put a tracker on her car and call her every 20 minutes when I'm at work, please. I ain't got time. I don't got time. All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
But you still have to remember, we're dealing with it.
That's fair.
We're still dealing with the past and certain things that we as people have to go through. So yes, as a man, when you meet me, I might come off a little bit strong, but it's your responsibility as a black man to try to understand me.
Cap. That is cap. It is not my responsibility to try to understand you. Where do y'all get this from? I swear to God, that's cap. Oh my God. Oh my God, they capping. I don't got time for that bullshit. Oh no. Listen, it is not black men, especially to my young black men. I love us. I love black women. And I'm only speaking of it like this because she said it's a black man's responsibility to understand a black woman because he's black. And I'm telling you now, that's cap. That's cap. It is not your job to do that. It is her job to go fix herself. And that's with any woman of any race. It is not black man. You already have enough pressure on you as a man. It is not your job to fix a woman simply because it's black. She's black. It is not your job to fix any woman. Any woman. That is not your job. I'm going to say that one more time. That is not your job to fix a woman because she's black. Black man. I don't know where the hell they got that idea from. And again, I'm not in the business of saving people who don't want to be saved. The people that want to put in work and take care of themselves, that's one thing. We work with them, we help them, we guide them, whatever. But no, I refuse to try to fix any broad that's been broken by another dude. Are you what? What? I'm gonna play that back one more time because that might be the most cap thing I've ever heard. Black man, especially to the young black men, You are not obligated to fix a black woman because she's black. I'm going to tell you that right now. You are not obligated to fix any woman. That is not your burden to carry. No, sir. Absolutely not. She's an adult. She needs to fix herself. I'm going to play that back.
When you meet me, I might come off a little bit strong, but it's your responsibility as a black man to try to understand me.
I think. Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Now, she know that don't make sense. And black women, I'm talking to you too. Black women, it is not your job to try to fix a black man because he's black. I'm going to say that again for the sisters. You are not obligated to fix a man because he is black. That is cap. That is just some stuff they say because we have this imaginary rhetoric of struggle love. I don't know why. That we have songs called struggle love. That is the most ignorant shit I've ever seen in my life. It is not supposed to be like that. Yes, you are going to go through things as a couple. You're going to go through challenges in life. But this whole narrative of if it ain't toxic, it ain't real, or if it ain't struggle, it ain't real, that is cap. Don't let nobody convince you of that. I'm here to tell you now, because it ain't going to get you nowhere. You are not obligated to fix anybody because of the color of their skin. That is the most, that will keep you broke. Danielle says you have to understand anyone you dating because everyone's not the same. It's both of our jobs to keep each other grace because we know firsthand what we are facing. No, I respectfully disagree with that. I understand. It's my job to make sure that this house is protected, that you are good from a certain degree. It is your job to handle the internal struggles within yourself. And yes, there are things that we go through that they may not empathize with, but I'm not going to deal with mess. And that is the thing. It's not enough positive couples out here that the spotlight is on. And I don't blame them, because if they were, one, no one would watch. I mean, nobody would really watch if it was just real positive black couples doing a damn thing. Two, they would get hated on. Like, look at, oh, I'm not going to even mention them, but they're going to get hated on. No, that's crazy talk. Nobody got time for that mess. That's crazy. Anyway, all right, let's get back to the video. Let's get back to it.
You said that society robbed you of your femininity, right? Black men and black women are supposed to be in this together, right? So why, when black men approach black women, you supposed to already understand that I'm that man for you? You feel me? Like, why? Because we going through it together.
I agree.
So when I approach you, should know that I'm that soldier for you.
No, I don't agree with that either. I don't agree. A lot of y'all niggas is dusty. I'm gonna just keep it real. A lot of y'all niggas is dusty. It's a lot of dusty people out here. That ain't just black. That's across the diaspora. No, you ain't supposed to know that. I'm not supposed to know that. No. I don't agree with that. Just because I see a black woman that's out there, that don't mean she ain't dusty. It's a lot of fly black women out there, but it's a lot of dusty ones too. Just like it's a lot of fly black men out there, it's a lot of dusty ones too. Just like it's a lot of fly white dudes, it's a lot of dusty ones too. No, you're not supposed to know that. Absolutely not. It's crazy talk. That I don't agree with.
Coming to you. Like, why I gotta prove myself? Like,
it's not you gotta.
As soon as Tom or Jose come up to y'all, that's differently.
Oh, you got to prove yourself to me, just like I got to prove myself to you. Listen, you still have qualifications as a person when you dating somebody. You don't want to just date anybody. You dig what I'm saying? What kind of woman is she? Is she feminine? Is she somebody that can understand my vision? What kind of man is he? Is he going to work hard? You don't just get with somebody just off the basis of what they look like. Now, that's crazy talk. That don't even make sense. That's why they going back and forth, and what they saying, both now, neither side is making sense now at this point.
But also, the people that should have to prove it to you, like the white guys, are the one that's inspiring the femininity.
I know y'all see the white guys in the club. They do this little turkey dance. Y'all like, oh, go get some. I don't. Look, it's a fact. Y'all can act like it don't happen. But once a black man come trying to talk you, get break, get out my.
Because a black man is.
I don't agree with that either. A lot of these dudes compare themselves to white men. I don't. I know I'm just as good as a white guy. I don't care who somebody else dates. And that's another thing. I don't care who somebody else dates. But a lot of these dudes talking about, oh, what you doing for a white guy, what you not doing for a white guy. I don't have that problem. I've never had that problem with black women. You dig what I'm saying? I've never had that issue with black women worrying about what she doing for a white man. I could care less. I could care less. I'm not worried about what the white man doing. That don't concern me. I know I'm just as good as him. And so that's why I don't bring that point. I never, ever bring that point up in talking points. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be like, oh, you'll do this for a white guy. Sister do crazy stuff for a black dude too. She'll let a nigga roll around in her car with no job, broke, while she at work. How's it any different over her going googly-eyed and doing any kind of craziness for a white man? It's the same shit. One just happened to be white, another one just happened to be black. So when I hear stuff like that coming from dudes, that's them comparing themselves to white men. I don't do that because I know I'm just as good. So that part I don't agree with at all. So let's get back to it.
More aggressive.
How many times? We doing the same dance time doing, but with rhythm.
How many times a white guy come up to you and you put on your oh hey, hi boy. When a black guy approach you, what's up? You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like,
again, I don't know what that's like. And I think it's where you go, honestly, too. It's your area where you go to. It's your environment where you go to deal with certain people. If you go to a certain place, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a certain result, right? If I said I wanted a woman who likes to read, wouldn't it behoove of me to go to Starbucks? Well, not Starbucks, but go to a library or go to somewhere like Barnes and Nobles or wherever they sell books to try to pick up chicks? See, he talked about the club. That was the first. I would never, only one time in my life have I ever got with a chick in the club. You dig? And taking her serious. You don't take women serious. Like, I don't understand that. Like, y'all take niggas serious and women serious that you meet in the club. Like, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Like, if I want a woman that reads and who most likely will be an intellectual, maybe I should go to a college library. If I want a woman who's in shape, who's going to take care of herself, maybe I should go to a gym. I'm not going to a club, especially to find a wife. You dig? Like, that don't even. And see, this is where they lose. This is where the guys start to lose me. So here we go. I'm supposed to be asleep, bro. I'm supposed to be asleep.
As soon as he approaches you,
I don't know.
As soon as he approaches you, your femininity zooms. But when a black man approaches you, he got to prove it in order for that to come out.
I don't agree with that. Like, I don't agree with that.
I love my black man.
But you understand what I'm saying, though?
I was born from a black man. I got a black brother. I have a black boyfriend. I have friends with black sons.
Yeah.
But tell me you don't understand what I'm saying. Then you don't see what I'm saying.
All right.
I can't co-sign that either. A lot of these cats, I don't know. Like I've never tried to talk to a chick at a club or anything like that. So, and that's where he brought up. So I don't know. So I agree with the sister in the purple. Yeah, I can't co-sign that one.
I have a question for y'all. Y'all have black mothers?
Of course.
Right. Now, black fathers?
Yeah.
Okay. How would y'all feel had whatever y'all black fathers probably went through with your mom not being submissive or whatever the hell?
I seen my mother be spiteful to my father for no reason, telling him I was.
We gotta stop using his mother
for no reason. Dude, there's shit that goes on that you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I think one thing parents have a bad habit of doing is putting their relationship struggles on their children. One thing that I can say about my mom, if her and my dad ever had any drama, I never knew about it. I never knew about it. And it wasn't my business as a child to know about it. But a lot of people bring their kids into grown folks' business. If it was any issues as a child that was going on between my mother and father, who were grown adults, it was not my business to know that. That had nothing to do with me. I was supposed to stay in a child's place. And a lot of times, a lot of people will talk mess about their baby mama or their baby daddy to their children. So you're already starting to paint a narrative of the opposite sex, right? Because the first person that you see and that you deal with as a human being, your mother and your father, is giving you a negative notion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like my mom, like even if my mom and dad had something going on, argument, like they never let me know about it. It wasn't my business. That's not the children's fault. And this is why people say, well, you can never be ready to be a parent. Well, I don't know. I think there are certain steps you can take to be better prepared. I really do. I really do. And again, I could be wrong. I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But I don't know. I just, that is unfair for you to go around your children and talking mess about the other parent. Like, that's craziness. Mother and father never did that, ever.
I mean,
they don't tell the kids everything.
But telling your son,
you don't know what your father did put your mother through.
True, right? True, right?
You would never.
We don't know what my mother put my father through.
Exactly.
Fearing your heart.
No, but you're already being one-sided.
Yeah, you're being one-sided. You are.
I never heard my father disrespect my mother at all in my life, no matter what she put him through. Yet my mom's told me to tell my father I was going to get him deported if he come to this house. He brought me numerous shit. Throw it on the floor.
That is real shit.
This is mainly do this shit in front of this man. I speak to him now. He like, I know how your mother is. I never seen out of all that shit. My father never raised his hand on her or I never did none of shit. He just left.
There are good men out here. There are good black men out there.
My father was good.
No,
but he never disrespected her.
I get it.
Again, some of us just love trauma and drama. I ain't got time. Bro, a lot of this come down to better decision making. At the end of the day, a lot of this really just come down to better decision making. Because I mean, let me tell you something. I am not of the belief that people just change like that overnight. I just don't believe that. I'm sure there might be instances. I get it. Some people may put on a good mask and all that shit, but I'm going to say 95% of instances, it was not like that. Half of the individuals that get in relationships got them on some janky shit to begin with. You got him when he was involved with another chick. You got him when he was involved with his wife. You got her while she was with her dude, while she had a husband. You banging her on the side. It's just awful shit. That was the precursor of the current awful shit. And then you can't figure out, well, what happened when shit goes left. You feel me? Like, that don't even make sense. And you don't understand. You don't know. For the life of you, just can't figure it out. I just don't know what happened. I don't know where this came from. He just changed overnight. Ma'am, you got him while he was with his wife. You got him while he was with his wife. You thought your pussy was good enough to turn him your way. No, ma'am. Same with you, fellas. You got her because she was starting it up. You thought the digging stick was good enough. No, sir. A hoe is going to be a hoe. There's nothing you can do about that. Nothing.
Yeah, but okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You think her rage, all of that just came out of nowhere?
Yeah, but you're assuming.
I'm not saying. You just said he's not saying that he's great, but he's gonna say he didn't disrespect her. Okay, he didn't disrespect her, but y'all have to understand that woman's mouth, that's our weapon. You see, like how men, that's our weapon.
Oh, okay.
Against any man. Why you just so?
She said, "Women's mouth, that's our weapon." My woman ain't never talked crazy to me, and we've been together 4 years, almost 4 years. And I ain't never talked crazy to her because we don't have to do that. I've never once called her out her name, and she ain't never once called me out of mine. I don't play those type of games. All that slick talk, sass, and all that shit. No, I'm not dealing with that because I don't have to. I'm not relying on no woman for anything. I don't need a woman to take care of me. None of that shit. So I don't have to put up with certain shit. That's craziness. It's niggas who need these chicks that put up with the weaponized tongue. That's ridiculous.
What was your experience?
Okay,
You have a white girlfriend?
Really quickly.
How would you feel your father walks out and say, fuck y'all, fuck the family, fuck the kids, fuck everything?
But why?
Y'all see how that nigga look when she said, "You got a white girlfriend?" He did like this. Yeah, you do.
Assuming that the father said that, though.
No, I'm saying,
why would a mother put their child in that predicament to break the bond between their father, their black father?
Yeah.
Any parent, and I agree with him. Why would any parent put themselves in that predicament to break any relationship with any of the parents, whether it be the man or the woman? That ain't right either way, because it's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's not the child's fault.
That's messed up.
That's why I have a son I would never.
Women, let me tell you something. Women are responsible for a lot of hurting black men.
Yeah.
Women.
I agree.
Because women kids are raised in the household with the mom.
Exactly.
Now they get a physical representation of mommy, and they assume or build the image of what it's like to be with daddy. But mommy's responsible for their environment, what they see, what they feel, and what they hear.
I don't think it's just a black or white thing or what she just said. Because what she said is women are responsible for a lot of hurting black men. Black women are responsible for a lot of hurting black men. People hurt people. And when you fail to address these issues in a timely manner, it spills over into whatever you got going on. I don't think it's necessarily a black or white thing, but for the sake of the conversation, since we're talking about black people, but I just think that people hurt people. Black people hurt black people. It is what it is, whether intentionally or unintentionally. But yes, all she said is what I'm saying is that when you pass down that trauma to your child, and you put an unfair burden on him and you paint an unfair picture towards whichever parent, it's not right. It's not right.
Mothers, when I say this is personal,
make you guys.
Mothers are literally the root of a lot of the problems that men have with men.
Yeah,
the mothers. So I agree
mommy
with
issues.
They may be traumatized as well, but
it's messed up. It's messed up. I've seen it. I've seen it. It's really messed up.
And mothers don't just give off that energy onto their children for no reason. It be
regardless.
It's not okay.
I don't.
It's two different relationships. It's your father, and then it's whether it was your husband. It's your husband, and then it's the child's father. Those two relationships have nothing to do with each other.
You can't
I see why it's more important than ever to vet, to really vet who you're going to be with for the rest of your life. It is so important. And I don't think we put enough emphasis on that. It is important. It's even important. Listen, fellas, it's important with who you're going to sleep with. You need to vet. I know all that, smash and dash and all that kind of stuff. I get it. You have your fun, but man, if you have a baby with the wrong person because of one night of fun, bruh. You can have situations like that. What we see right here on the show. One night of fun, not being careful. That shit can cost you. You got to be careful, man. You have to be careful. You really got to be careful. And my father always used to tell me, if you're going to sleep with a woman, you never sleep with a woman that you could not see yourself having a child with. And now I understand that statement more than ever now. I truly get it, because this is what could be waiting for you. And I'm not just saying those sisters in particular, but the drama and the negativity, period. That's what's waiting for you if you don't choose wisely, bro. I understood what he was saying. But now, as somebody who is working hard, making decent money, just really got the world in my hands at this point, it is so important to vet correctly. I get it now, man, because you don't want to be in situations like that, bro. It is a headache for what I've seen. I got homies that's going through that type of stuff all the time, dealing with horrible baby mamas and all that kind of stuff. I don't got time for that, bruh. And I get it. Mistakes happen. Some things, they happen, but it is crucial, bruh. It is crucial you choose wisely.
Is a child as a part.
I agree.
But this is what I want to say real quick. Like, I'll just get personal with myself. I feel like these conversations are important in our community, because obviously the women are frustrated, the black women are frustrated, and then the black men are frustrated.
Right.
So of course we're gonna have disagreements, but we need to have these conversations. And just to go back on, like, just the thing about toxic mothers. Like, I was raised by an aunt. She was abusive. My mom, she was on drugs. She gave me away. Like, these are two black women in my life that caused arguably the most damage to me as a man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, we can't just sit here and act like mothers is. I appreciate mothers, and they do work hard. And it's easy. And I know lately it's been easy to just blame the father for not being there. But we got to take some accountability at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. People hurt people. He's not wrong. That's a horrible situation that he was in. Horrible. Given away as a kid. Aunt was abusive towards him. That's horrible. And this is why we have to be careful. We have to be careful. He's not wrong. And I can understand why he may feel the way he feels. But as he's older, as he's becoming, he's an older man now. Clearly, he recognizes his trauma. Now it's his job to take care of himself. He has to go take care of himself and make sure he's good for the next person he's finna be with.
I
agree.
Yeah, they don't. Some, yeah.
They don't. They don't make it easy. Like I said,
my mother told me she ain't like me because I look like the nigga. So I mean,
yeah, and that's not okay.
No, like
that's
it's not
okay.
like
That's
yeah.
not okay. That's why I'm like, as men, when y'all even show up to us, y'all, like literally, like y'all mothers are kind of there with y'all when y'all show up to us.
That's
all of that is still right there, and a lot of men don't. They don't go to therapy before they start relationships and try to. Right. A lot of us haven't even seen a healthy relationship to even try to have one. Yeah. So then we wing the shit. We have a whole blueprint. We don't have the blueprint.
She is 100% correct. 100% correct. Yeah, we don't see therapy, and I get it. Because I used to think therapy was and I get it. I was ignorant. I didn't know better.
But we try to create our own
of what
we were looking on TV to see what.
And then I feel like as men, you guys don't have a large support system like women do. We have our homegirls, we have other women to look at. Men don't have that, and then they don't feel as safe with their friends to even divulge. Like, yo, I'm going through this. Like they don't.
I agree. Men have it way harder.
Y'all have it so hard.
Yeah, you guys have it way harder than women. I say it all the time.
We could bounce back. We are literally made to bounce back as women. This is why we are your mental strength.
But that's why, like I said, I love this conversation. But I hate the gaslighting and yo, you must have a white girlfriend. No, I love black women, but as a black man, I'm allowed to be frustrated with what I see with certain black women.
Or you can just not deal with it. You can just not deal with it. A lot of people just, because like I said, messed up black people, like they're not the only people out there. There are plenty of well-to-do black people who are ready to love. I mean, anything worth having, you got to work for it. Right? Why is it not the same for the person that you're going to date? Not saying that it's supposed to be super difficult, but I think a lot of us just expect magic out of anybody, out of any old person, and that's just not how the world works. So, I can't really, co-sign that, but
Especially with your past.
Saying, yo, you hate your mother, or do you even love black women? No, listen to me. You know what I mean? Understand what I'm frustrated with, and then I can listen to you, and then we come to a compromise.
Yeah, I agree, because like your trauma, like definitely supports your reasoning of I see why you speak the way you speak, and I agree. Like you didn't deserve that kind of trauma, but it happened. I have a son. My son is in a 2-parent home. Me and my child fathers together.
Yeah.
Today and tomorrow, we don't know what's gonna happen. But to say I'm gonna use my child and be like, oh yeah, no. I want my child to get the best of both worlds. I can't be a man. I have a man. I'm raising a man. I can only nurture him. But the man part, I can't give him. So I'll be depriving my child by trying to be bitter. So that's the generational curses that we have to break. Like we can't be bitter. Because we're only depriving the child.
Whether the relationship is working or not.
But historically speaking, is not.
And that goes for men and women, because don't get it right. There's some men that will give you a hard time. So it's like all of these topics that you're saying is vice versa. It comes from men and women.
Yeah, both have flaws.
Yeah, they both. Yeah,
flaws.
Okay, that's fair.
Because when you meet people, you meet them with their experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into the last topic, and then we have to get up out of here real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty much it. I hope we've learned something, and I just hope that people will really learn to heal themselves before stepping into different situations, especially domestically. A lot of people are not ready for relationships. A lot of people are not ready to even be with another person, because they have so much drama and so much baggage to deal with and address that you expect the person that you're with to be your therapist and to fix everything. Meanwhile, they have to go out and do stuff to take care of the house. You dig? So I don't agree with that. Go get fixed. Address your traumas. Go heal yourself. And then be ready for the next person. You know what I'm saying? So that's today's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so Like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to try to lay down for a little bit and before I go to work. So I'll let y'all in a minute. Deuces.